thank God that at that time, one of the things we learned and we put to heart was that fear was one of the biggest causes of deaths during the time of COVID. People would get, the moment he got COVID, he said, now I'm dead, and he dies. It is psychological, Anyway, I want to give thanks to God for today, but I thank God that the army, the UPDF in Uganda, and probably other armies, don't only fight enemies of the state, but they also engage in socio-economic transformation. And we thank God for that. They fight poverty, ignorance, and disease. So this is the reason why we are here, to give thanks to God for UPDF and for NASA and Uganda as a nation. I've had you mention 28 and 1. I don't recall there is a time I came here for a celebration of Thanksgiving after the president had won his election. I don't know which one, the one before, the last, I think. And he's mentioned that they had about 29 people, and all of them passed away except 3 or 4, something like that. And he mentioned that none of them died of a bullet. Now that was big exegesis for me. I will not go into that. But you can see how the Lord can have mercy upon his people. And the president, I thank God for you and your life. I think it is Brigadier General Mpaji who in her prayer mentioned David, and I'm going to preach about David and Jesus Christ. And I think in a way, when you read the Bible stories, your story is also very interesting. It is almost borders on fiction, and yet it is a reality. You need to be thankful to God, really. Reasons why we need to give thanks to God for UPDF and Uganda as a nation, because we cannot have UPDF unless we contextualize UPDF. UPDF is not when Uganda is not. So, one, we shall look at General David in the Bible. I mean King David. If you didn't know, he was a general. He was a general. And there were several other generals below him. As an example of a thankful and sacrificial soldier, he was the king of Israel. But of course, don't miss our theme. Greater love has no man than this, that a man lay down his life for his friends, from John 15:13. But we set the background from the Bible, drawing from General David. Whenever there is a problem and a challenge, on my phone, on my status, I put, "O Uganda, may God uphold thee. We lay our feet in your hands. O Uganda, may God uphold thee." And the Lord has upheld us, really. Uganda is a very beautiful country and greatly endowed country, great resources. Sir Winston Churchill's famous words about Uganda was the pearl of Africa. But there are some words people don't often talk about. In 1908, in his diary, Churchill